Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we've got an exciting deep dive into the world of Mad Max and the genius behind it, George Miller. If you're a fan of high-octane action, post-apocalyptic landscapes, and unforgettable characters, then stick around because we're about to explore a story that you probably haven't heard yet. We're talking about an entirely different Fury Road sequel that George Miller created, but might never see the light of day. So, buckle up and let's hit the road. The legacy of George Miller and Mad Max. George Miller's Mad Max series has been a cornerstone of the action genre since the late 70s. From the gritty and raw energy of the original trilogy to the visually stunning and heart-pounding spectacle of Mad Max Fury Road, Miller has consistently pushed the boundaries of what action cinema can be. Let's take a moment to appreciate just how revolutionary the original trilogy was. The first film, released in 1979, introduced us to a desolate world where society has crumbled, and survival is a constant battle. With its low budget, innovative car chases, and Mel Gibson's breakout performance, Mad Max became a cult hit. The sequel, The Road Warrior 1981, amped up the action and introduced the iconic look of Max's leather-clad lone wanderer. The film's high-octane chase scenes and dystopian aesthetic influenced countless films and video games. Then came Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome in 1985, which added a bit of Hollywood polish and gave us the unforgettable Tina Turner as the ruthless anti-entity. When Fury Road hit theaters in 2015, it was an instant classic. Not only did it become the highest-grossing film in the franchise, but it also earned critical acclaim and a passionate fanbase. Charlize Theron's Imperator Furiosa quickly became an icon, overshadowing even Tom Hardy's portrayal of Max. This success naturally led Miller to think about expanding his Mad Max universe. The Road to Fury Road. The journey to bring Mad Max Fury Road to the big screen was anything but smooth. Originally, Miller planned a direct sequel to 1985's Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, with Mel Gibson returning as Max. However, delays and funding issues, exacerbated by the events of 9/11, pushed the project into development hell. Imagine Miller's frustration during this period. He had a vision, a story he was burning to tell, but the world just wouldn't cooperate. By the time he was ready to move forward, Mel Gibson was too old for the role, leading to Tom Hardy's casting. Even then, production was fraught with delays and challenges, pushing the release date back by 3 years. But the end result was worth it, a film that redefined the action genre and left fans hungry for more. Fury Road's relentless pace, practical effects, and stunning visuals set a new standard. It wasn't just an action movie. It was a symphony of chaos and beauty. A sequel that might never be. In the aftermath of Fury Road's success, Tom Hardy revealed he was signed on for 3 more Mad Max films. George Miller announced that the next film, Mad Max The Wasteland, was in development and wouldn't feature Theron's Furiosa. However, progress stalled due to legal battles over unpaid earnings from Fury Road. Let's talk a bit about these legal issues. The disputes revolved around bonuses that Miller's production company claimed they were owed after Fury Road met certain box office targets. This kind of behind-the-scenes drama can really put the brakes on creative projects. During this period, Miller worked on his passion project, 3,000 Years of Longing, and announced the Furiosa spin-off in 2020. The Wasteland is intended as a prequel to Fury Road, exploring Max's life before his capture by Immortan Joe. While Hardy is enthusiastic about returning, his busy schedule, particularly with the Venom franchise, complicates matters. And let's not forget, the script for The Wasteland still isn't ready. This brings us to an interesting point about George Miller's storytelling approach. He doesn't just write scripts. He creates entire worlds with rich backstories for every character. This meticulous world building takes time, and it's one reason why his films feel so immersive and detailed. Before we move on, if you're enjoying this deep dive into the Mad Max universe, and want to stay updated on all things related to George Miller and other blockbuster hits, make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon so you never miss an update. Miller's ambitious projects and uncertain future. George Miller is known for his ambitious projects, many of which have faced significant hurdles. His planned Justice League film was shelved due to disputes and the 2008 Writers Guild of America strike. With Miller now 79 years old, the future of the Mad Max franchise is uncertain. Let's take a moment to reflect on some of Miller's other ambitious but unrealized projects. His Justice League, Mortal, would have been a game changer, bringing together Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and other heroes long before Marvel's Avengers hit the screen. The cast included Armie Hammer as Batman and DJ Catrona as Superman. The film was deep into pre-production, with costumes and sets ready, but it fell apart due to a variety of factors, including the writers' strike and changes in Warner Bros.' leadership. Returning to Mad Max, the success of Furiosa, starring Anya Taylor-Joy, could determine whether we see more of Hardy's Max or if the franchise shifts focus entirely. Taylor-Joy is stepping into big shoes, but her talent and Miller's direction are a promising combination. Recent box office trends show that even beloved franchises aren't guaranteed hits anymore. The underperformance of films like The Flash and Indiana Jones' Dial of Destiny indicates that audiences can be unpredictable. If Furiosa doesn't perform well, it could spell trouble for The Wasteland and any future Mad Max films. The impact of Mad Max: Fury Road. Mad Max: Fury Road has left an indelible mark on modern cinema. Its practical effects, minimal CGI, and real stunts set a new benchmark for action films. Let's dive deeper into why Fury Road was so impactful. First, the film's commitment to practical effects cannot be overstated. In an era where CGI dominates, Fury Road's use of real vehicles, explosions, and stunts brought a visceral, tangible quality that resonated with audiences. The incredible war-rig chase sequences were shot in the Namibian desert, adding authenticity to the film's apocalyptic setting. Second, the film's themes of survival, redemption, and the struggle for freedom are timeless. Furiosa's journey to find the green place and her eventual realization that home is what you make of it added emotional depth to the relentless action. These themes, combined with the raw, kinetic energy of the film, created a cinematic experience that was both thrilling and thought-provoking. Lastly, the character of Furiosa herself became a feminist icon. Charlize Theron's portrayal broke the mold of typical action heroines, offering a character who was strong, vulnerable, and deeply human. Her dynamic with Max, where they start as adversaries but grow to respect and rely on each other, provided a refreshing take on gender roles in action films. The future of Mad Max. The future of the Mad Max franchise is a hot topic among fans. Will we see The Wasteland? Can Furiosa live up to the hype? And what other stories might Miller have up his sleeve? One possibility is that Miller might focus on more character-driven stories within the Mad Max universe. The success of Furiosa could pave the way for other spin-offs, exploring the rich tapestry of characters that inhabit this world. We could see stories about the War Boys, the Vuvolini, or even new factions that haven't been introduced yet. Another interesting angle is how the themes of the Mad Max series remain relevant today. The films focus on resource scarcity, environmental collapse, and the struggle for survival resonate with contemporary global issues. This relevance could help keep the franchise fresh and engaging for new generations of viewers. While Miller has remained enigmatic about story details for the next Mad Max film, he revealed that The Wasteland is a prequel that takes place before Mad Max: Fury Road. Fans will remember that at the beginning of Fury Road, Hardy's Max is fleeing his tragic past in the desert before he is captured by the ruthless warlord Immortan Joe Hugh Keys Byon and forced to team up with Furiosa. It's unclear if Miller has any interest in connecting Hardy's Max to the original trilogy, while Mad Max: Beyond Thunderdome ends with Gibson's Max helping free a group of runaway children. It's unclear if Miller is interested in bridging any continuity between the two iterations of the franchise. Given the controversy surrounding Gibson's off-screen antics, it's possible Miller may want to forego any strong connection. While his comments suggest that the wasteland is still a priority, Miller has a history of developing ambitious projects that never saw the light of day. Miller had famously been hired to direct a live-action Justice League film that would have united Batman Armie Hammer, Superman DJ Catrona, Wonder Woman Megan Gale, Green Lantern Common, Aquaman Santiago Cabrera, and Martian Manhunter Hugh Keys Byrne on screen for the first time. Disputes with the Australian Film Commission and the 2008 WGA strike caused the project's cancellation, leading Warner Brothers to launch the DC Extended Universe with Zack Snyder. George Miller's creative vision. What makes George Miller such a compelling filmmaker? His ability to combine intense action with deep, resonant themes is a big part of it. But there's more to his genius. Miller's background in medicine has given him a unique perspective on human behavior and resilience. This is evident in how his characters are often pushed to their physical and emotional limits. His films explore how people adapt and survive under extreme conditions, making his post-apocalyptic worlds feel grounded and realistic. Moreover, Miller's attention to detail is legendary. Every aspect of the Mad Max universe, from the design of the vehicles to the costumes of the characters, is meticulously crafted to enhance the storytelling. This world building extends beyond what's seen on screen, with Miller creating extensive backstories and lore that inform the characters' actions and motivations. His ability to innovate within the genre also sets him apart. By constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible with practical effects and action choreography, Miller keeps his films fresh and exciting. His willingness to take risks, as seen with Fury Road's bold visual style and narrative structure, is a testament to his creative vision. So, will we ever see George Miller's different Fury Road sequel? It's hard to say. The landscape of the film industry is constantly changing, and while Miller's vision has always been bold, it's also faced many obstacles. One thing's for sure, though the legacy of Mad Max will continue to inspire and thrill audiences for generations to come, whether through new films or the timeless classics we already love. Thanks for tuning in. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and let us know in the comments what you think about the future of the Mad Max franchise. And remember, stay subscribed for more awesome content. Until next time, keep the engines running and the wasteland adventures alive.